Are you in need of FIFA 22 coins to improve your squad? Look no further than u7buy.com, offering some of the cheapest coins on the market whilst being one of the safest and the most reliable websites around in the market today. Make sure as well, if you do go to the website, you use code VIPER at checkout to get yourself a discount. Let's get into the video. What is going on, guys? Viper here and welcome to another player review on the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. We're very close to Christmas now, so happy Christmas to you guys. Today we have got another player review. They're dropping players every single day in the SBCs. Today we got a very, very interesting card. Going to cost you 84, 83 and an 82 rated squad. I think all of them have informs as well. Probably going to come in at somewhere like 100, 150k again. Obviously with the informs being inflated right now and the price is going up a little bit. But this is Etebo. Now, this is a Watford player, so he's a Premier League player. Links to a lot of very, very, very meta cards. Obviously links to Zaha as well. They've given us a lot of centre mids or CDMs in SBC so far this year. Now, this is a very, very big upgrade. He's from a silver card. He's got high work rates. He's 5'9". He's got 3-star skills with a 4-star weak foot, which is quite nice. On the base stats, we've got 83 pace, 85 dribbling, 75 shooting, 86 defending, 86 passing, and 85 physical. Now, for a small man, having that good physical suggests to me that he's going to be quite good. Obviously, as we look at this card straight away, you're looking at like a kind of a regen of Kante, but with more pace. Obviously, we can compare him to the flashback Kante that not a lot of people liked. I liked him at the start, but then he kind of fell off because his passing was so poor. This is something this card isn't going to struggle with because he has 86 passing. Now, as we go and look at the traits, he has no traits that we care about or that can affect us in any way. This card as well looks to be a box-to-box or a CDM. I think you could play him either in them positions. Really, the shooting is a bit low though, so he might be better suited to playing as a CDM. Now let's move on to the in-games of this card. Looks to be really, really, really good already. You see one thing here and you're like, oh wow, the agility and balance. But he's got good acceleration and okay sprint speed. His shooting generally is very, very poor. So you're not going to want to shoot with him at all. Obviously, he has the 5-star weak foot, 4-star weak foot that we already talked about. He has good vision, good short pass, and good long pass. This is something that Kante does not have. Nor does he have a 4-star weak foot. Nor does he have 3-star skills. Not that that really matters. But yeah, straight away, as we look at that passing mixed with the 4-star weak foot, I already think this card is going to be more valuable than Kante. Obviously, we need to look further into the stats. So we've covered the passing, which is really nice. His long shots are okay with good shot power, but you're just not going to be shooting with him, okay? In terms of his agility and balance, 93 and 89 is insane. He has good reactions at 85 with good ball control and dribbling for a CDM. Composure is a little bit low. In terms of his defending stats, actually, he's a bit low on interceptions. Okay heading accuracy. Good defensive awareness. Good stand tackle. We don't care about slide tackle. In terms of his jumping, he's got 89 jumping, so he is really, really good in the air. He's got 91 stamina, so we have no issues there as well. 81 strength coupled with 84 aggression. Now, I think this is a bit of a crazy card, guys. I'm not going to lie. I'm very, very surprised we got this at this price. Obviously, you're not going to be able to get strong links to him unless you're using JJ Okocha, which isn't a bad link, really. Or if you've got any heroes from the Premier League, which kind of deems him maybe an 8-chem player. Depends if you're doing hybrids or not. If you're running full Premier League, this guy is going to be a must-have for your teams, in my opinion. As we look, again, at his 4-star weak foot, which I think is going to be massively important to this card. In terms of the chemistry style we're going to put on him. Now, 83 pace isn't bad, but it is a bit low. So a Shadow, you could argue, is the right chemistry style. But considering his passing is so good, you kind of want to get him to the level where Kante is, right? The anchor will offer you that. And the reason I'm going to put this on, I'll show you. He gets a +5 to his aggression, taking him up to 89 aggression, which is really, really nice. +10 to the strength, which is awesome as well, taking him up to 91. He's getting +5 on his defensive awareness, up to 92. +5 on his interceptions, taking him up to 87. He's basically getting maxed out stand tackle, which is really nice. +5 to the pace as well, taking him up to 88. If you guys want to play with him on a Shadow, you could. This card, I personally think, could be one of the best CDMs in the game currently. Now, we already had Sal, of course, which was a great CDM, very akin to Vieira. Very similar in that regard to Patrick Vieira, with better passing than this card. But this is kind of like the regeneration of Kante. That's the best way I can put it. With better passing, which I find to be so valuable, especially on a CDM. I play lone CDM formations. That is where we're going to play him as a lone CDM in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. With the anchor, as I said, if you want to put a shadow on him, feel free to get the +10 on pace, that's fine. I totally understand why you'd want to do that. But I'm looking at the aggression and strength, and I'm wanting to get that up as best as I can, whilst also increasing his pace. That is why I personally think the anchor is the best thing for him. Now, in terms of where we're going to play him, as I already said, 4-1-2-1-2 narrow as the lone CDM. I'm going to go play a few games of Champs playoffs with him and see how we get on. So let's get into that, guys. All right, guys, into the first game we go with Etebo. I'm very, very excited to use him, actually. I really do think it's a very intriguing card for EA to release, and at the price point they released it at, obviously with the informs being inflated though, that is definitely going to drive his price up a little bit. Sorry if I don't sound as good as well, I've just had the booster jab, so yeah, this is a good team. He's got Spinazzola, UK, that's actually a good hybrid to be fair. I like the how unique that team is. Kulusevski, who I think is brilliant on this game. So yeah, let's get into the game and see how we get on with Etebo. I think what I'm going to do is I might keep you here for a full game this time. If in case, if he stays. Let's get on him now already. I just want to see what his jockeying's like. Obviously, we're quite deep here. It does feel a bit slow. Not going to lie. Jockey's quick. You might have to go with the shadow on him. Nice one in there. What's his passing like? Okay. Good chance already. Good ball. Di Maria. Oh, I wanted him to do the scorpion kick there. He just didn't fancy it. But yeah, his jockeying feels fast. There's the one thing I will say straight away. Obviously, we need to try a few more passes with him. Wow. Okay. Alright. Sprint boost is poor on him. That's not what I've aimed at, to be honest. But yeah, don't do any sprint boost with him, is what I'll say so far. How he didn't intercept that is a bit crazy. Yeah, what we're going to just try and plan to do here is to see what his passes are like out from CDM. As obviously that's something that's really, really important to see. And obviously, we're comparing him to the likes of Sal, Kante, Vieira. So it's going to be important to see if he's viable alongside them great options that we have in the game currently. His passing isn't as good as I thought it was going to be, considering it is so high. Which is a bit strange to see, but still is early doors, Let's see what we can do here. It's a bit strange, actually, in game. He doesn't look as sure as he actually is. Can you find that? Okay. Maybe it was just a few poor driven passes I was doing. I don't know what's happened there, by the way. Di Maria sat him down. Oh, unlucky. Obviously, we don't care about the attacking side of today's game. We are literally just here to see what this man's like. He seems to be really, really aggressive, and I think that's part and parcel of why I put the anchor on him, is I want him to be aggressive in that role down there. He does seem to step up quite a lot. Yeah, awful pass there. Yeah, but see, for me, I don't know if you guys have been following the formation guides I've been putting out. But the latest at 4-1-2-1-2 narrow video we done is the way I'm still playing FIFA. So being able to have a player that's able to pick a pass from CDM and able to dribble with the ball when they can is paramount of importance to me. And that is why I'm very, very intrigued to see how Etebo is. And so far, he's been quite good, to be fair to him. A few odd driven passes, but they do seem a bit RNG driven passes anyway sometimes. It's weird AI there from him. He wasn't tracking that. How on earth has Mertens got through there then? Yeah, and just seeing what his passing's like from here. We're creating a counter-attacking opportunity here. And it's really, really important for the CDM to be able to pass correctly. I do see this card as a full-on CDM. I don't really see him as a centre mid, sorry. Just because his dribbling is good, it's just not good enough, right, to play that position, in my opinion. His passing's been really, really good, actually. What an awful touch. I know he had a few stray passes at the beginning, but if you give him time to assess the option and you play the pass correctly, he doesn't seem to have too many issues. Although this game is very driven passing, inshallah. I've been quite impressed with him, passing-wise, actually. Yeah, that's lovely play. Oh, good save. How on earth he came away with that? Now, I will say, he doesn't feel as fast as I thought he was going to feel. He is still quick, but he doesn't feel... He feels kind of like clunky when you're sprinting with him. I don't know if that makes any sense. But he is very, very good, to be fair to him. What an awesome card for EA to release, eh? I know this promo has been kind of focused around midfielders, which is an odd choice from EA, but... Yeah, you know, Etebo's been good in this first game. I can't argue with it. I mean, I really am needing a CDM of this kind of quality. Because I'm not going to do Vieira on my Road to Glory. So somebody like Etebo, who's a lot cheaper than Vieira, offers a different kind of dynamic to Vieira as well, playing at the CDM spot, right? Vieira is a lot more of a brute. And I'm not saying that Etebo isn't able to be a brute. But yeah, you've got two options at CDM in this game, right? You can either go for the powerhouse like Vieira and Sal. Wow. Oh my god. Or you can go for the kind of aggressive little kind of like ant. With good agility and balance. Like Etebo, like Kante. I mean, I have to say, the more I played with that flashback Kante, I despised him. I thought he was tragic. The main reason for me saying that is how poor his passing was. When you were starting a counter-attack, so many attacks would break down very quickly because of his poor driven passes, his lack of weak foot. All that kind of stuff was really, really haunting me when I was using Kante. I have managed to drop him out of my team now for like Fofana. But yeah, that was a big, big issue for me. So I will say so far, I've been very, very impressed with this card. He offers a complete different dynamic to what even Kante can offer, even his gold card, you know. I'm going to keep you here for the entirety of this game, because I think that's the best way to review him. But yeah, what the main thing is really, guys, is, you know, as I said earlier, you've got two options of a CDM. Either the Etebo, or I should probably say the Kante or the Vieira. The Kante is poor because he's got bad passing. Right? Otherwise, other than that, he's absolutely brilliant, in my personal opinion. In terms of Etebo is basically Kante, but with a 4-star weak foot, better strength, and great passing ability. Let's see if we can find that Takimi, shall we? Wow. That is so valuable at CDM, man. If you play a 1 CDM formation, I can't stress how valuable that is, guys. Honestly. That is very, very nice to see that. That all started from Etebo's big through ball there as well. I mean, obviously, that's a really, really meta way to play right now. Is to be playing with the Inshallah through balls and driven passes. So, can he find that again? He certainly can. It's an incredible ball from Etebo, to be fair. That's not, though. Yeah, he's you know, it's a bit harder to review CDMs, right? Because you kind of essentially have to stop attacking. Which is kind of what I'm trying to do here a little bit, but not make it so it's silly. Just to see what his position is like. We're pretty dead set on his passing being immaculately good here. Wow. Wow. That's an assist from Etebo. So what a goal that is from Ben Yedder. I would say so far, he's been like an 8.5 out of 10. You know what you're getting with this kind of card, right? You're getting the ability to jockey so fast. He's going to finesse that. Nice, Etebo. The ability to jockey really, really fast from CDM, and the ability to be able to play it out confidently with this card. Two very, very, very valuable things, in my opinion. And yeah, I've been a big, big fan. Honestly, it's going to be a difficult choice to pick from him and Sal. I like both of them very, very much. And obviously, there's no point really playing with both of them in the same team. They're too defensive, both of them. And as I said, I don't really see this Etebo card as a centre mid. You could probably play there, but with that lack of shooting and the way I play this game, I shoot a lot with my centre mids, right? So that kind of deems him useless as a centre mid. So in my opinion, we're looking at a raw CDM here. And I'd be interested to see what you guys think of that. If you guys also think he's a raw CDM, or you could see yourself playing him at centre mid. But I would highly advise you don't play him at centre mid, in my personal opinion. I mean, maybe you could even try this card at centre back. What you might be able to do as well is try keep Sal on your team and try him at centre back. That's another option you have. So yeah, there's lots of options for these cards that we've got. Obviously, I loved Sal massively. I thought he was up there with Vieira. And what I will say, during this game so far, oh my god, I would say that this card is better than Kante. Strictly just because he's got better passing and a 4-star weak foot. And you can tell the massive difference in passing ability from these two. He doesn't feel that bad on the ball either, to be honest. That should be another goal. Oh, wow, good defending. Obviously, I don't want to go and just attack constantly. You can definitely feel the aggression upgrade. That's unlucky. He's very, very good, though. He does feel a bit slow tracking back here. I will say that. And I don't know why that is, because he is quite, you know, he's not the fastest, but he's definitely not the slowest either. What's his weak foot like? Yeah, nice pass. Back into him. Oh, into Yedda. Yedda, bang that! Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh dear. Wow, he's left. He's left, guys. Oh my god. Alright, guys. So, we played 2 full games with him. I've got to say that this is a great, great, great card for the price. I think they've undervalued this one as well, similar to what they've done with Sal. I thought Sal was too cheap for what he offers. And this card is great. In terms of negatives, what I will say is he feels slower than 83 pace. He feels a lot slower than 88. I'd say he feels about 80. Just the way you run with him, he just feels clunky when you're running with him. His jockeying speed is great though, which is kind of the equaliser to that. It's really, really strange to see how poor his just running is. It must be an animation in the game. Yeah, he doesn't feel very fast when you're literally just running in straight lines with him, which is weird because his acceleration is quite good. Yeah, that was the one issue I found with him. It wasn't too much of an issue in game, because we got him on stay back while attacking. So you can kind of get around that. 4-star weak foot is such a massive help. I can't stress that enough. Having a 4-star weak foot to be able to ping passes around, especially if you're going to use him as a lone CDM, or a singular CDM, I should say, that is really, really nice to have because he can ping it on both feet. Obviously, with his passing being so high as well, you could feel that in game. His passing was great. Didn't like it at the start, but the more I got into the game, the more I started pinging him around. Take your time with him. Find the right pass. He's got the agility and balance and the dribbling generally to be able to take your time and pick out the right pass. You can see he can just do everything really in terms of what you need from a CDM. You don't need shooting on a CDM, so literally completely disregard the shooting stats because we don't need it at all. Definitely don't do anything to his shooting. There's literally no point. I wouldn't play him as a centre mid because I do see him as Kante. I really do look at this card as, I think I said it in the actual video part, or the gameplay part, sorry I should say, that I think if you play him at centre mid, just imagine playing Kante's gold card at centre mid, you just wouldn't, would you? I do see this card as a proper CDM. Because of the shooting being so poor, I just can't imagine playing him at centre mid. Obviously his passing is good that you could play him there, but then you look at his defensive stats and you're thinking to yourself, okay, he has to play CDM. That's my kind of reasoning behind that. Strength and aggression felt really nice on him too. Stamina was not an issue. Stamina is really, really nice and he can run for 120 minutes. And yeah, I just think this is a great card. The 4-star weak foot with the great passing is so valuable. I feel like I've said that 10 times now, but I promise you it is. Defensively, he was just incredible as well. Very, very strong, very quick jockeying. And yeah, this is Kante. This is a better version of Kante. That's all I've got to say, guys, really. A very cheap price at 100, 150k. A must-do SBC again from me. The Winter Wildcard promo, in terms of the SBC players we've been getting, is absolutely incredible. Props to EA in that regard. And yeah, I'm going to give this card a 9.5 out of 10. As I see this as one of the best CDMs in the game. As I said in the earlier part in the gameplay as well, your options are Sal, which is similar to a Vieira build, or Etebo, which is close to Kante, and even better in my opinion. So yeah, guys, I think it's just a must-do SBC, really. If you did enjoy today's video, just leave a like on it, subscribe to the channel. If you're not already, turn on the bell notification so you never miss an upload from me, so you never miss a player review. But guys, that's going to be it from me for now, so take care.